Hello everyone, and welcome to our analysis of the first two practice sessions of the 2025 Australian Grand Prix. Today we witnessed an intense Friday at the Melbourne circuit, with plenty of key takeaways that give us a clearer picture of what to expect for the rest of the weekend. Ferrari stole the spotlight, with Charles Leclerc dominating FP2, setting the fastest lap at 1:16.439. The Monegasque driver looked extremely comfortable in the SF25, showcasing a well-balanced car both in single-lap performance and race simulations. Ferrari focused heavily on aerodynamics and traction, making a big difference, especially in the final sector. Right behind him, we have the two McLarens, with Oscar Piastri in second place, just 124 milliseconds behind, and Lando Norris in third at +0.41. McLaren confirmed they are serious contenders for pole, with a fast and stable car in all conditions. The minimal gap between them and Leclerc suggests we're in for a tight qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton, in his first season with Ferrari, finished fifth, 0.420s behind Leclerc. The British driver is still working to find the perfect setup and faced some handling issues, but he showed clear improvement from FP1. Hamilton demonstrated solid race pace and could be a key player on Sunday. And what about Red Bull? The reigning world champions had a difficult day. Max Verstappen only managed P7, 0.624s behind Leclerc, struggling with his car's stability and front-end grip. The RB21 seems to be having more trouble than expected finding the right balance, and their gap to Ferrari and McLaren is a worrying sign for the rest of the weekend. Liam Lawson, replacing Sergio Perez, finished a disappointing 17th, confirming that Red Bull still has work to do to fine-tune their setup. Mercedes, on the other hand, took a different approach, focusing more on race simulations than single-lap performance. George Russell finished 10th, while rookie Andrea Kimi Antonelli was 16th. The Brackley-based team spent most of the day working on hard tires and different setups, trying to address balance issues. However, at the moment, the W16 still looks far from Ferrari, McLaren, and Red Bull. Another big surprise of the day was Williams, with Carlos Sainz and Alexander Albon finishing 11th and 12th, respectively. The British team showed strong pace, particularly in FP1, where Sainz even finished second. If they can replicate this performance in qualifying, they could be an exciting addition to the fight for Q3. Now, let's talk race pace. During long-run simulations, Ferrari appeared to be the strongest, with Leclerc consistently running in the low 121s, showing minimal tire degradation. McLaren also looked good, but their pace was slightly more inconsistent. Verstappen struggled in traffic, suggesting that if Red Bull doesn't start at the front, they could face serious problems on race day. Mercedes focused heavily on long runs with hard tires, so their true potential remains uncertain until Saturday. In summary, Ferrari looks like the team to beat for both pole and race pace, but McLaren is right there with them and could challenge for pole position. Red Bull needs to solve its setup issues, while Mercedes still seems to be struggling. It will be fascinating to see if these pecking orders shift in FP3 and qualifying. What do you think? Will Leclerc put Ferrari on pole, or will McLaren or Red Bull surprise us? Let me know in the comments. Stay tuned for more updates from the Australian Grand Prix.